Lexus presents tennis on Sky Sports.
It was incredible. I think Alcaraz really took his game to a new level. His serving was just so powerful, raising the speed but still hitting the spots. When they got into the baseline exchanges, he was so aggressive from the back of the court. The forehand was phenomenal, going toe-to-toe into Sinner's strength. So I think, as Sinner said after the match, the best player won, and that was Carlos Alcaraz.
I just want you to put this into context for maybe people who watching tennis, who don't maybe play it as such. Some may think, did Jannik Sinner just not reach his levels? But how good was Carlos Alcaraz tonight on Alcaraz?
Sinner wasn't allowed to reach his levels, and I think when you reflect on the Wimbledon final, I think that was Alcaraz's territory on a grass court, and Sinner came up with the goods. Whereas you look at Sinner's hard court record, he's been so dominant in the majors, the way that he's been so consistent. But that's where I think Alcaraz really just fought fire with fire. He was so explosive, so aggressive, so consistent, and I've never seen him serve that big and so well. So Alcaraz deserves all the plaudits.
And I wonder, as a whole, has this been maybe Carlos Alcaraz's most impressive slam title? Because every match, he hasn't had that one match he tends to have where things get a bit shaky. He beat Novak Djokovic, who's been his kind of villain in his story so far. I mean, it's been very impressive over his last 2 weeks.
I think Juan Carlos Ferrero, Alcaraz's coach, summed it up. He said he feels like he's matured in the last few months, and that's been why his performances have been so consistent. There's been no dips in form. The only set he lost was to Sinner in the final, and the way that he's gone out there to win his second slam of the year was hugely impressive. I think it also emphasises how Sinner and Alcaraz really have distanced themselves from the pack. They have been the ones taking all four slams, so it's the job for the others to try and catch up.
I mean, you mentioned just the last four slams, but the last four slams before that as well. I mean, they've absolutely dominated the last 2 years, and we've not seen this maybe since Roger Federer, Rafa Nadal in the mid-2000s. I mean, again, could you just put into context how impressive this is by two still relatively young guys?
That's right. They're 22, 23 years of age, but the way they stepped up, grasped that opportunity, we were slightly concerned about the next generation coming through after Federer, Nadal and Djokovic, and these two have stepped up. Not only the way they play, the way they behave. They are such good role models, ambassador for the sport. So it's a great rivalry. I can't wait to see them play many more times in major finals.